What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Meech on Movies, and I'm back with another review for you. This time I'm reviewing Netflix's Rebel Ridge. Now I gotta say, I saw an ad for this movie on Facebook, and I wasn't really that interested in watching it. But I started reading the comments, unfortunately, and I saw it was like split down the middle. Some people liked it, some people really liked it, some people didn't enjoy it. Um, For me personally, this movie was just cool. It was all right. Had some great action moments in it. You know, there was some cool action moments in it. I feel like the acting was cool. Um, the subject was cool. I mean, we've seen it before, police corruption and things like that. But I must say, man, this movie is long. It is like 2 and some change. It is a long movie, and I wasn't bored watching it. Like, I didn't find myself wanting to doze off or anything like that, but I will say it's very long. But it does a somewhat okay job with the pacing. There were moments and scenes where I felt like, all right, bro, can we get to the next scene already? I don't really care for what's going on right now. And I must say, this is my biggest issue with this movie. The action took too long. I was waiting the whole movie for the main character, Terry, to do something. This big, strong, stocky dude who was in the U.S. Marines, I was waiting on him to just start tossing people around left and right, and that didn't happen as much as I would have liked it to happen. Now, when he does get physical with a person, he really get physical with them. It's like, it was some moves he was doing. I was like, oh, that's dope. And he doesn't use guns. I found that very interesting too. He didn't kill anybody in this movie. You would think, with the way the previews are in this movie, you would think that this dude is just gonna be running through all the bad guys. He didn't do that at all. I mean, he ran through them, but he didn't kill anybody. And I thought that was different. That was cool to actually see the protagonist not murder anybody, even though who he was fighting were law enforcement. He was fighting the police. So it kind of is, not kind of, but it is a good thing that he didn't kill anybody. But I must say the action, it was on point when it finally did get revved up a little bit. It just took super long for me. I was like, yo, this is taking entirely too long for him to start doing something. Something that, like, I find dope or interesting. I was like, yo, can you, like, start punching people in the face and doing arm bars and all that, bro? Because your demeanor, his demeanor was commanding. His presence was commanding. It's like he's a big dude. The main character, Terry, he is a big guy. And he looks like he can handle himself well in a fight. But for me personally, he just took too long to get to that point. But when it finally did get to the point of the action, I must say I was satisfied with it. It was cool. The movie, the plot itself is very surface level. I would have liked for it to be a little bit meatier, if that makes sense, pause. Like, I would have liked them to go a little bit deeper, pause, into the point of why he was doing what he was doing. And he was very driven with what he was doing. He had a great reason for all of his actions. To me personally, his actions were justified with everything he was doing. It just took too long for them to get to that point for me. The performances were decent for what they were. But this movie was very surface level. I definitely would not call this movie of the year, and it doesn't seem like a miss, you know. It's like one of those middle of the road movies. Some people are gonna really, really like it. Some people aren't gonna like it. I'm kind of like in the middle, leaning towards liking it. When it finally got to the action, that's when I really started engaging in it and really liked what was going on. But overall, man, it's definitely a movie that I don't need to see again. It's a movie to where I know in particular certain people in particular that I know are not gonna like this movie. They not gonna like it at all. They gonna say it's too long. They gonna say it's boring. I can think of one person off the top of my head. If I recommend this movie to them, they're gonna be like, no, they're not gonna watch it from start to finish. But overall, man, on a scale of 1 to 5, I definitely got to give this movie like a 3, and that's right in the middle. Again, it took too long to get to the action for me, but when it did get to the action, it did deliver. So it has that going for it as far as my opinion. But yeah, man, Rebel Ridge, it's definitely something that I'm not gonna say I'm glad that I saw it, but I saw it. I enjoyed it for what it was, and hopefully something else will come out and I can enjoy it and have a different opinion on said movie, because this movie was just okay to me. But I will be doing more videos for you guys soon, more reviews, all that kind of stuff, man, all that good stuff. It's your boy Meech on Movies. I'm out.